Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our presentation, we would like to introduce ourselves. I am Chong,
I'm Galvi.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Debbie.
and today we'd like to present our startup idea for the e-wallet company, Opulence. So when we began developing our e-wallet idea, we had to first analyze the current market. And upon analysis, we can see that the payments and e-wallets market comprises nearly 40% of the fintech industry with billions of users. This means that the market is extremely crowded and competitive, and many of them are offering very similar services. However, despite the rapid growth in this sector, consumers here still prefer to use their bank cards, especially for larger transactions. Like, how often do you see luxury products like LV being bought with touch and go or grab? And so we had to think, why do consumers feel that way? Well, it's because people generally have more trust with banks with money. Consumers trust banks enough to hold extremely large funds and perform the large transactions. On the other hand, e-wallets are generally thought as a secondary method to hold small funds and to conveniently perform the small petty transactions. Therefore, our company Opulence aims to build the trust with consumers and break them away from that mindset. So in addition to the tech-savvy audience, we would like to also aim towards the upper middle class, as these are the people with the financial capabilities of storing large funds and perform large transactions. And to do that, we had to propose ideas that not only makes us on par with banks, but possibly even better and more secure than them. And so our basic model is based on the company we interviewed, BigPay. We will have an e-wallet app that's integrated with a physical payments card. And in our case, this is Visa. This allows for both online and offline transactions that are accepted worldwide. Next, by partnering with Visa, we have access to an amazing feature that is not often utilized. This is the virtual card feature. This feature will instantly generate a random card number and CVV that can temporarily be used for a single transaction. Once a transaction is made, the card details would expire, making it useless for hackers to utilize. This is extremely useful in the modern era where more and more online transactions are being made and card information being stored by the merchants. So in the event of a data leak by hackers, the virtual card information that is leaked will be rendered useless and cannot be used again by these hackers. We'd like to also implement a multi-currency wallet which would store money of different currencies in individual wallets. This is aimed towards the upper middle class that usually perform more international transactions. They get to keep the foreign currency at the current exchange rate but spend them at a later stage. This would give the consumers a sense of stability and security due to the constant fluctuations in the exchange rate, especially now with the pandemic. The physical Visa payment card is free to obtain and use for both online and offline transactions, but it has a transaction limit. If the customer chooses to perform very large transactions in a secure manner, they would then use the virtual card, which is a small transaction fee of 1%. From the consumer's perspective, the small fee outweighs the potentially huge loss of the entire wallet in the event of a data leak. Furthermore, storing the various currencies in their multi-currency wallet is free. To convert foreign currencies, there is a 1% transaction fee, which is considerably lower than the average bank's TTOD rate. This affordable solution will allow consumers to store international funds and spend them more efficiently. So with all these features, this means that consumers can perform both online and offline transactions with our payment card, locally and internationally with our multi-currency wallet, in a manner that's even more secure than banks with our virtual card feature. Now I'd like to pass it to Galvi, who will explain about the channels and relationships with customers.
So moving on to channels. Our company has 5 main channel phases that we go through in order to reach our target customers and deliver value. As a fully digital company, we would utilize our social media accounts and make regular posts and have these posts regularly advertised on Instagram and Facebook. This is mainly to create awareness in potential customers, and it will allow them to evaluate our company better. Like many other e-wallets on the market, our product will be available by mobile application, and they are able to purchase this by free download, either on the App Store or Google Play Store, according to whichever device they use. Our app is going to be the main delivery and after-sales channel. This is where customers can perform their transactions and reach our customer service. Basically, this app is our entire product. But in addition to this, we also have a website if customers would prefer to do their transactions that way in a bigger screen, or if it's more convenient for them to do so. As for customer relationships, our team is dedicated to provide the top quality support. And we have two main focuses on this, which on one side is in establishing relationships with new customers, and on the other hand, still remaining focused on existing customers, focusing on customer retention. So to establish new relationships, we would still do social media advertisements, as mentioned before, have an engaging website with useful information, and an FAQ page. Through these first touch points, customers are able to start building their relationship with us. So now focusing on customer retention. To support our current relationships, we have these 4 things listed below. On the first one is 24-hour hotline, where customers are able to reach us any time of the day if they happen to come across any problems regarding their app. Next is the assistance through email and phone for less urgent matters, where we would get back to them during working hours. Our website will also host forums and have a chat bot, and this forum will be able to be used for customers to discuss about our product and ask questions as well among themselves. And our team will also be able to answer them. And chatbots are just for more common questions where customers don't really need that personal touch. Now, to ensure the continued use of our application, our team would send out regular email updates to customers listed on the newsletter. And we would also have a rewards program where every ringgit that the customer spends using our e-wallet would earn them 1 point. And these accumulated points would be able to be spent on partner merchants that are listed on the rewards catalog. That's all from me. And now I'll be passing my time to Jonathan, who will be discussing our company's key activities, partnerships, and resources. Thank you.
First, I'll be talking about the partnership Opulence has. Opulence have partnerships with companies from different fields. As you can see, Opulence partners with companies that can help them in terms of improving their services or make Opulence more easily accessible to customers. Opulence has partnership with many types of partners like application stores on mobile devices, plastic card company, card printing company, delivery service company, Visa for payment cards, payment processing network, SMS platform, and lastly, email platform. Mobile application stores like the App Store or Play Store are for customers to download the Opulence app, and once they downloaded the Opulence app, they will get an Opulence payment card for free, which is delivered by plastics company, card printing company, and card delivery service company. In addition, Opulence collaborated with payment networks like Visa to enable users to make payments during a purchase. For the security side of things, Opulence partners with SMS and email platforms so users can receive OTP codes and receipts after their transactions to ensure the transaction can't be hacked by hackers. Next, for our company resources, customers can access our services through our online website as well as a mobile application at the App Store or Play Store. Both of our digital services are user-friendly to save time and effort for the customers when navigating through Opulence to find the specific service that they want. In addition to the digital assets, we also have a virtual card option for customers. The virtual cards are more secure compared to the traditional check payments, as each of them consists of 16-digit codes that are one-time use generated by computer, made specifically to secure large transactions, which is ideal for customers that want more security for their large payment transactions. As for physical assets, Opulence has physical payment cards that customers can use. Now I'll be talking about some of the activities Opulence has as services for customers. The first activity that customers can do when using Opulence is pay and receive money. The main benefit customers get from paying money with Opulence is that it is cheaper due to lower transaction fees compared to our competitors. The next activity Opulence is known for is its multi-currency wallet. customers are paying better rates when exchanging currency, which means they avoid unnecessary losses to traditional currency exchange channels like banks due to the markup in fees by banks. Another benefit of the multi-currency wallet is that it is free to store money. This is for customers' convenience that they can leave money in Opulence wallet and do not have to spend effort to transfer money in and out to avoid the storage fee. Lastly, customer information is safe on Opulence as the platform is secure and encrypted, which means it prevents hackers from accessing customer information. And now, I will be passing the time to Debbie, who will explain about the revenue and the costs.
Subsequently, I'm going to explain on how our company, Opulence, generate revenue to retain business. Opulence as a digital wallet application obtain revenue through 1% of exchange rate fees and transaction fees from the Opulence virtual cards that are mentioned under the value proposition. Besides that, Opulence also earns revenue of 0.21% interchange fees, which the merchant's acquiring bank pays to Opulence when users use the Opulence payment card to purchase from the store. With all the fees, we estimated an average revenue per transaction is 82 cents. There are two types of costs that need to bear by Opulence, which are setup costs and fixed costs. The fixed cost includes advertising costs, maintenance costs, salary expenses, fees to key partners, and rental expenses, which end up with a total cost of 1,632,000 ringgit. With an average revenue per transaction of 82 cents and a total fixed cost of 1,632,000 ringgit, Opulence needs to attain 1,990,244 transactions in order to break even. In other words, to achieve a zero profit and fully cover the total cost. The template indicates the total estimated revenue and cost from January until June. And this shows the total estimated revenue and cost from July until end of first year, as well as second and third year. Here, we can see that despite the losses in year one, Opulence will be able to generate profit after the first year of operation. In conclusion, we can know that Opulence is a secure multi-currency wallet with powerful features that aims towards the premium market and also to provide challenges for the banks by providing a cheaper payment transaction. To do this, Opulence will reach the target customer through mobile application and maintain customer relationship via social media. Opulence is also committed to provide a secure transaction by partnering with relevant key partners. Lastly, with the growth of net profit under the profit and loss statement after the first year of operation, Opulence will move towards a brighter future with a unified mindset. And this is the end of our presentation on business idea pitch. Thank you.